Best way to fast. Now, obviously, consult your physician before you do any prolonged fasting. But what I've found is if you're doing a water fast or intermittent fasting, the intermittent fasting is where you basically avoid one meal. So you fast for 16 hours a day and you eat for an 8-hour window. So basically you skip breakfast or you skip dinner. A water fast is where you have a prolonged fast. You know, this could be 24 hours, 48 hours. Some people even do week-long fasts. But if you do longer fasts, you should consult a physician. So you should warm yourself up. First, maybe skip breakfast, but don't overeat lunch and dinner. That's really important. Otherwise, the fast was meaningless. Because why are you fasting? To get better health, to feel more rejuvenated, to get better sleep. And if you're going for these longer water fasts like we're doing right now, like we're currently doing a challenge, we're trying to make $10,000 in one day. And to help motivate us, we're water fasting until we achieve that. So we get it in our mind that there's a goal. We're gamifying this experience. Because remember, hunters and gatherers used to water fast for days on end to find food. It took them a while to find access to food. But now, since we have unlimited access to food, we tend to overeat. And that's why America is very obese. So when you fast, like with a water fast where you only have water, sparkling water, black coffee, or hot tea, where you're not taking in any calories, what happens is your body goes into what's called ketosis, where it starts using the fat cells for energy and generates glucose for your brain to function properly. And the longest fast I've ever done was 5 days of just water. And by the second or third day, you stop being hungry. And by the fourth or fifth day, you really start having this euphoria feeling. Like it's like almost enlightenment, where your brain is just running off of pure glucose. You're removing all the toxins out of your body. And then when you go back to eating, you tend to eat a lot healthier. Just naturally. I remember they did a study on someone who's very overweight. He fasted for like a year straight with just water and vitamins, obviously, the doctors would administer. But he ended up going from 200 or 300 pounds to 180 pounds. And he stayed that weight for the rest of his life because he reset his system to be like, oh, okay, this is the proper way. You know how some people lose weight and they seem to always gain it back? Well, prolonged periods of fasting seem to reset your system back to how it's supposed to be. And then what they do is they might fast, intermittently throughout the week and then maybe do a 24 or 48-hour fast once every month. So it is, science has proven that, when they did it for mice, fasting with mice compared to normal eating, the mice that fasted ended up living 30% longer. So there is some merit to this. Just obviously consult a physician before you do any prolonged period of fasting and work your way up to it. Start with intermittent fasting. Start with skipping a meal. And then you can work up to a 24-hour fast or a 48-hour fast. And then before you know it, you can do a full week fast if you want to. So that's the power of fasting, right? It's to clear your mind. It's to remove the toxins from your body. And on a smaller level, I wouldn't do this for that reason, but you can also lose weight through fasting, obviously. But you tend to binge eat if that's your motivation. So just have a positive outlook, positive experience, and consult a physician before fasting. But that is how you do it. You just drink water. 3 hardest things about fasting. Well, when you first start fasting, you start to get very hungry, obviously. So you just have to get past that mode, especially if you're doing a multi-day fast. Like the second or third day, you'll be kind of really hungry. And if you're surrounded by other people who are eating, you're just very envious. But if you remove all food from your sight, from your vision, and you just focus on a specific task you're trying to accomplish, you can avoid all that negativity. And then when you're intermittent fasting, if you do it every day, like you skip breakfast every day and you just eat a healthy lunch and a healthy dinner, or even just one meal a day, you can form that into a habit if you do it for several days in a row to several weeks, and then it feels effortless. But you just have to form that habit, which is so important. So the best piece of advice is have a clear reason why you're fasting, right? Is it for health reasons? Is it for mental health reasons, physical health? What's the reason, right? Are you trying to rid your body of toxins? Get very clear on that goal, and then that will keep you motivated through the process. And then when you do start eating again, don't binge eat. Don't eat a bunch of unhealthy stuff. Focus on the healthy food groups. Feel good. And keep this process going and have a lot of fun. Yeah, so I love you as an audience. I want you to be safe. So if you're doing any prolonged fasting periods, please consult a physician, especially if you're underweight. This could be a health concern. So please consult a physician. Make sure you're doing it the right way. And there's many physicians who specialize in fasting. So just Google, water fasting physician near me and get some helpful advice from there as well. These are just my own personal experiences. So obviously everybody's in a different state depending on, the medication you take, your current weight, and your age all play a factor into your fasting experience. So please be safe, please be careful. But personally, it has helped me wonderfully. More important than anything, stay safe, have fun, and keep achieving your goals.